Okay, so let's start our regular class today. So good morning, everyone. So today, we are going to discuss about the restore part, restore and recovery. So yesterday we have discussed about the backups. So backups, taking the backups, right? So many ways we can take the backup. So in that HANA Studio, HANA Cockpit. So these are the ways we can take the backups. So backup schedules we can perform it, right? So backups we completed. Today we'll discuss about the HANA Restore activity. HANA Restore, HANA Restore. So HANA Restore activity. What does mean by restore? HANA Restore. So to perform this restore activity, so first of all, backup should be available, right? So we have completed yesterday the full DB backup we have taken. So right, we have taken the full DB backup. The size is the 2.28 gigabytes GB. So this is the information. You can see the backup catalog. So yesterday, I think 2 times the backup was scheduled. 26th scheduled, 26th 7th. I think today I think it was executed, right? So I think automatically we have scheduled backup. So this backup is scheduled. In the slash backup, it is available, right? So in the slash backup, cd slash backup, so the backup files are available. Then immediately those backup files will be deleted. See here, so those backup files are available. So it was created by the HANA scheduler. HANA scheduler it's created. Like we have created the scheduling, right? So in the scheduling part, yesterday we have scheduled daily full backup or weekly backup, whatever it may be. Yesterday we have scheduled. So as per the schedule today, at what time? So today this is scheduled at so 4:47, right? As per the schedule 4:47, which means today only. Today only 4:47 means 4 hours back. 4 hours back means it's a 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock means so, but the system is automatically taken. No one scheduled this one. So because this is the scheduled backup. So that's why you can see the scheduled backup. So if you see the yesterday's backup, there is nothing is there here. But today's backup, you can see the scheduled backup, which means it was scheduled automatically by HANA Cockpit. Yesterday we scheduled, right? So those backup. See here, backup is completed successfully. These are the schedules which we so discussed, right? These are the schedules which we discussed. So completed the backup, scheduled backup completed. So tomorrow, I think tomorrow at what time? So tomorrow schedule when it comes to the tomorrow. So tomorrow we can see the calendar. So when it was the tomorrow. So then like that we can see the we can see the scheduling here, scheduling of the database and into database. So whatever maybe yesterday we discussed, right? So those things here we can see here from here, right? So these are the scheduled backups. Okay, so right, perfect, we are good now. So then let's talk about the so backup scheduling done. So let's talk about the restore part, restore part. Okay, so now to restore the database, so why we have to do the restore activity? Why we have to do the restore activity? So someone got corrupted the database, something is got deleted, something got corrupted, some data got missed it out. So in this case, we can create the so delta backups, data backup, log backup. So here there are two types of backups. So data backups and log backups. Log backups means it's kind of log directory backup. So backup and the log directory backup. So data backup means it's the data folder backup. So the log backups are storing here, right? It will run every 5 hours once. What we discussed yesterday, we scheduled the backup configurations as per the configurations, right? It's scheduled. So that is the backup thing, right? That is the backup thing here, right? So this is the backup configuration. So we have disabled it first of all. We have not enabled it. We have disabled it. So let's enable the log backup. So without log backup, we cannot recover up to that point in time recovery, up to that period of recovery. So we cannot recover it. That is required, right? So that's we have done it now. So now how to do this recovery? So right click on why we have to do the recovery. Suppose in your system, suppose say example, so here I am creating the some users here. So yesterday we have suppose like I am going to delete something here in the systems, right? Suppose like I will try to, is there any custom thing? So nothing is there here. Okay. So something is happened in your system, right? Something is happened in your system. So that time we can so go ahead and delete the go ahead and restore the previous backup up to what time backup you have. So you can restore it. That backup you can restore it. Fine, right? So that is what we need to do the backup and restore activity. So in the same system, in the system, someone deleted the something like suppose like I'm going to delete this catalog. This one I'm going to delete it package, right? So it's not empty. It's saying that it's not empty. So it's many data is there. So like I'm going to delete this private option, right? This private. So could not delete. Why? Because it's a system package, right? It's could not able to delete it. Yeah. So security, nothing is there. Data provisioning, nothing is there. So like this SAP. So nothing is there. So it's all are the system internal related. System internal related. So it will not allow us to delete it. So fine, not a problem. So just we will discuss about the restore. Okay. So right click on the system DB, right click on the system DB and backup and recovery. Here backup of the tenant database we are taking. Then recover the tenant database. Then recover the tenant databases. Okay. So just 1 minute. Okay, so tenant specify the tenant database, which database, which tenant database we are going to restore it, right? Which backup, which tenant. So selected the HDB. If we have the hundreds will be displayed, right? Just click on the next button. So recovery also three types, whether the backup also three types, then so recovery also so three types of recovery. So recover to the particular backup, the backup which you are providing, right? The particular backup we can recover it. Then the second one is the recover point in time, recovery to point in time, up to that point in time recovery it will do. So recovery to the up to that timestamp, up to the timestamp, up to the timestamp. So time up to the timestamp. So which means, so here, so if you want to recover the database to the most recent state, most recent state means which is the consistency area, which is the consistent. So for this one, you need the log backups, right? Definitely. To recover the data, see here, to recover the data will be recovered to the as close as possible to the current time. Suppose 840, then it will be recovered to the up to 8.8. This uses the latest data backup and subsequent log backups entries are available in the log area. This one. So if you go to the recovery to the this particular point in time recovery. So I don't want to recover to up to the 8:40 p.m. now. I want to recover it to the to only 7 o'clock. So then in this case, it will also use the subsequent log backups and log area it will be used, right? So what time zone you have to use it, you can recover it. So recover it to the particular data backup. So database file system backup. So you have record the database to the specific data backup. You have taken the backup of the production or quality, whatever the backup is available. So we can recover it with this option, right? So normally when we are doing the restore of the production to quality, that time we will use this option. So remaining time, suppose your database is corrupted at 838, you want to up to consistency state at 836, you want to recover it. Then you can set the time, just go back, then go back here. So system will be stopped here. While recovering the database, your database will be stopped from the operations. Database will be stopped. So we have to stop the SAP application, then we can recover it. So here, what I am doing here, up to particular time, up to specific time, like up to the time means 836, up to 836 I'm recovering. Why? Because up to 836 my system is okay, my database is okay. After 837 my database given the trouble, so some inconsistency, some block is corrected. No, I don't want to do the backup. I want to recover the up to that point in time recovery. So but here my backup, last backup it happened at today at 6:40, like 4:47. So, but here now 8:36, 4 hours gap is there. So now it will check the, are there any log backups are happened or not? It will check the here in the delta backups, everything it will check, and it will recover it. It will recover it. So do you want to continue? Yes. So this starting the recovery. Recovery is getting started, right? You can see here. So recovery. So up to whatever the consistency backup is available up to that point in time, the data will be recovered. So here it is getting recovery. The data is getting recovered here. So 1 or 2 terabytes fine, but if you have more than 2 terabyte, 1 terabyte, 3 terabyte, then we have to wait for 1 hour like that. So we have to wait it. So see here, it is recovered. It is recovering. It's recovered. Data is recovered. Then index server is getting restarted after the recovery. Yes, see here, recovered, but up to what time it is recovered? The recovery time is like, so it's like 4:58 only. So why? Because after the 4:58, so now it 8:40. So we have the 4 hours time, right? So which means five, so 3. So like almost 4 hours, we have the gap. So means whatever in the 4 hours time, whatever the data received in the database that got lost. We have the data loss activity, data loss. Why? Because so it recovered up to 4:48 only. Why? Because in the 4:48 we have the data backup happen. After that there is no log backups. So log backups should happen every 15 minutes, right? So it was not happened on the log backup. So it recovered up to so 4:48 p.m. only, right? Now it's like 8:48, 8, suppose like 9 p.m. All around 15 minutes less 9 p.m. So which means we have the so 5, 4, 5, 9. So which means 4 hours gap. In the 4 hours gap, so we have the data loss activity. So this will not work it here. So this is the way we can take the backup. See here, now we have the recovered the time here. So up to this time we have recovered it. So now index server is restarted, which means data got recovered it, right? Data got recovered it. So sometimes now I will delete the one thing here. I will delete the one user here. I'm going to delete the user here. Something I'm going to delete it here. So then I will take the okay, what I will do here I will create the one incremental backup. I will take the one incremental backup, right? After taking the incremental backup, I will delete the some data here so that I can recover it up to 14. Then I can recover the so this backups I can recover it, right? I'm taking the incremental backup. It's completed a very span of time. Why? Because nothing is there. So now in your database, so you have up to this point in time, you have the backups, right? You have the backups up to this time. Up to you have the backups up to this time. You have the backups now in the system, right? So you go to the backup catalog. So you can see here backup catalog. You can see. So you have the incremental backups and the log backup also happened. Incremental backup and the log backups also happened in the systems, right? Incremental backup and the log backups also happened here. Now, if you do the restore activity, if you perform the restore and recovery, suppose to perform the restore and recovery, so now we'll delete anything here. Suppose like we can delete something right here. So insufficient privileges. What we have to delete? If we create any custom data, we can delete it. Everything, nothing is there. Catalog. So these all are system. There is no custom data. That's why it's unable to delete it here. So what I can do here, instead of deleting, I will create the one user here. So that if I create the user, so in the back while taking the backup, this user is not exist, right? While taking the backup, this user is not exist. Now if I restore it to the up to that backup, so this user will be lost. This user will be deleted. That is what. So negative way we are doing the testing now here. Negative way we are doing the testing now. So now this user is exist here. At what time? 8:46 you created the user. So now you are going to restore it now. So backup and restore and recover it. So recover it, you are going to do the recovery, right? So just go to the recovery part. So what time you want to recover it? What time you want to recover it? Most recent state up to that point in time. So 8:47, 8:47. So now 8:45, I have to recover the data. So right. So then just click this button. Just click this button. Then it will check the data backup and log backup also. It will check it out. You are getting right, getting my point. So full database backup. After that, logs we are applying. Log backups we are applying in the systems. Log backups we are applying in the systems. So that is what we are going to do here. So it is fetching the backup. See here, it is fetching the backup from your backup catalog. Catalog is fetching the backup. So we given like up to 8:45, right? So we have 4:47 today, and so there is a log back, there is some incremental backup also happened, right? Incremental backup also happened in the systems, right? Just click on the button, just click on the button. Then there is some log backup, so delta backup also will be initiated here. Initiated the delta backup also, it will be initiated. So this way we can perform the recovery. So instead of that, what we can do here, instead of this backup, we can select up to recover to the most recent state. So most recent state we can perform it up to. Otherwise, this backup also we can use it up to data backup. Data backup means so where your data backups are available here. So up to that backup, it will be fetched it out. Up to that backup, it will be so fetch. See here tenant DB is created. So here the log backups are happening here. See here log backups are happening in the systems. Okay, so log backups are happening in the systems. Same, initiate the log area. Click on the next button. So up to, so any method you can use it. Any method you can use it. The data will be recovered. The data will be recovered. Any method you can use it. So system will be recovered. But main thing is, so we have the three types. So up to point in time recovery, up to the timestamp, up to the timestamp. So in this case, so you need the log backups you required. Up to this log backups you required to apply it. Here it is recovery. Three methods. So up to the particular backup, the backup which you have taken in the morning hours, then otherwise recover to the point in time recovery. Point in time recovery means up to where is the safe place, up to that time system will be recovered. Recovered up to the timestamp. I don't want to point in time recovery. I want to recover it up to the yesterday, today, day before yesterday. That one you select it. So this is now you created it after the backup. You created it. You restored up to backup. Now let's see whether the users are exist or not. The user must be deleted. The user must be deleted, right? The user must be deleted. So let's see. Yeah, see here there is no user Ravi user here. So we created it after the backup taken. Then again we restore it up to that backup. So in that backup there is no Ravi user. So that user got deleted now. That user got deleted here. So this is the way we can do the restore activity, restore and recovery. So not only in this system, you can take the backup and you can restore it on the DB0 system also, you can restore it. Or any other database, Kennedy database, you can restore it. Not only like that, you need to recover it. You can recover it to the any other database also, you can recover it. That is the options we have. So that is the HANA Studio level options recovery. So same as like here, we have the in the cockpit also, in the HANA cockpit also, we have the options to recover it, right? So if you go to the here, so you can select the tenant database HDB. So not only from recovering from the HANA Studio, we have the options in the here also we can recover. So maybe if you don't know option, just you can use the search bar, so recovery, so we can recover it. Okay, system DB we have to connect it, not the tenant DB. In the system DB, you can go ahead and you can see the what are the options are available here. Why? Because you are doing the tenant restore. So system DB is not required. Why? Because there is no data in the system DB. So you don't system DB, there is no data. That's it, right? So that's why you don't need to restore the source system DB. Why? Because it does not require to restore it. Why? Because there is no data to recover it, right? So here you have scheduled the backup. Let's see how any recover the database, right? You have to copy the database and you can recover it. Copy the database means you can build the one more database. You can recover the one more database using one more database you can using the so using the existing one. So check the recoverability. So now you are using the cockpit, HANA cockpit we are using here. HANA cockpit we are using to recover it. So recover to the most recent state or point in time recovery, you can use it, right? Most recent state. Then so default location, this is the or other alternative location is our backup location, right? Backup. Then just click on the backup location. System is not offline. See here, system is not offline. Please choose the stop the system. So we need to stop the tenant database. We need to stop the tenant databases. So in this case, we can use the command. So to stop only tenant database. To stop only tenant database, we can use the database. So what is that? Alter system stop database HDB. Can use this command, then click on the OK button, then it is getting stopped, right? But because while recovering, the database should be offline. The database should be offline. So that is what we are doing here. We are stopping here. So then, so it is checking now whether it is stopped or not. It is checking. So still system is not offline. So still the command is executing. Please check whether it is stopped or not. Yes, it is stopped, right? We have only stopped the tenant DB, right? It is stopped now, right? It is stopped. So then go to here, step number 3, check again. System offline. It's already offline, right? What is this? Okay, we'll go starting. Sometimes we need to go start from scratch. Just stop the database. Stop the database. Start the database. We can use it, right? So this is the way we can recover it. Let's see. Yeah, it is stopped. See here, your database is stopped status here. So even though if the database stopped, we can open from the cockpit and we can start it. But HANA Studio, if the database stopped, how can we open it? And then we have to go to the operating system level. Then we have to, so we need to start it. Operating system level, we have to stop it. This is what we have to do it, right? So same, see here, system status cannot be determined. So which is stopped status. So in the cockpit, we can use it, start the database, stop the database, all these things we can use it here in the cockpit. You got it right. So several ways to recover it, either the studio, HANA Studio, or HANA cockpit, or HANA cockpit you can use it. HANA Studio or HANA cockpit you can use it to recover the data. You can use it to recover the database. So for this one, you require the full DB backup. You have to take it. Then you have to restore it. Full DB backup. You have to take it. You have to restore it. So while restoring, there is some condition. One condition. This is a very important conditions we have to keep in mind. So while restoring, source and target, this is a source database and this is a target database. You can take this database backup, you can take the backup and we can restore it on this system, or we can take the backup and same system backup we can restore it. So either way, whatever it may be, we can, based upon the scenario, we can execute it. But while taking the backup, while restoring it, on both source and target should be the same version, or the target should be higher than source. Got it? Got my point? So both should be in the same version. Same version. HANA 2.0 SPS 0505. So both are in the same version, or your target should be higher than source. It should not be the lower than source. Then only the recovery will happen. Otherwise, recovery will not happen. Then only the recovery will happen. Right? So this is the way we have to perform the recovery. These are the conditions we need to apply. Suppose you have taken the restore HANA. Suppose you have taken the backup on the HANA 2.0 version backup, SPS 06 backup. Then this is the SPS 05. It will not work. It will not work. Either it should be 06 or it's more higher. So then it should not be the lower than source. We cannot do that one. So it will not allow. So that is the main thing you need to remember. That is the main thing you need to remember while restoring it and recovering the systems. While restore and recover the systems, you need to remember all these things. You need to recover it, right? So this is the way. Got it? So this is the thing we need to choose it here, right? So any other questions? Anything?
So what is difference between recover and restore?
What is?
Difference in recovery and restore.
Both are same. Both are same. In the Oracle side, you have the restore and recovery. But in the SAP, in the HANA side, recovery, restore, just only recovery, just restore. First of all, we need to restore the database. Then after that, recovery to up to at what time you need to do the recovery. These two options are available in the Oracle database, not in the HANA database. HANA, we have the direct recovery only. So there is no the restore, then there is no particular restore. Then after some time again, we need to recover it. There is nothing is there. First, we need to restore it. Then after that, we have to recover in the Oracle database. But HANA, direct recovery. Using the backup, direct recovery, you are doing this one. Okay. So this is the way we have to do that one. The studio or cockpit, whatever it may be, you can use the options. Then you can open it. You can start it.
Hello, and in same system you have to take the backup and recover the backup. But in case you had in some other place store that backup, how to recover?
No, if in some more different system you want to recover it, in same way, same procedure. Suppose you have taken the backup of, so suppose like ABC, right? ABC, you have taken the backup. This is the ABC system. You have taken the backup. You want the same data, I want to place it on the, so XYZ system, right? XYZ system. Then you can take the backup, then move the backup files to the here, OS level backup files. Then from here, you need to log in. Here systemdb, we have to recover this one. Using this backup, you have to recover it. In the source, in the production, we need only backup. Backup, you can take it, move the backup files to here, then you can recover it. Got it?
Yes.
Sir, any chance of recovering from database level like the OS level, like we have done from
Yeah,
Cockpit and HANA?
cockpit and HANA. Then we can also perform the same in the OS level also. So we can use the commands. So there is a HDB SQL command, we can use it. Then alter database, database, database recovery, alter database recovery. So which system? Like HDB at the rate of HDB tenant using, so there is a command we have to type, we have to enter that command, then we have to recover it. Same if you are doing from here, that is also will initiate the one command. Suppose take example here, so I will show you the command here. So recover the tenant database. So it will issue the one command here, it will issue the one command here. That command we have to use it for recovery. Same way, so same way we can perform it here. So these all are the options we have in the systems. Okay, select the database. So select the database. So complete database backup. Okay, select it, complete it. Error when opening the connection refused. So something is down. Software something is happened. Let me check here. Okay. Here system is not started completely here. That's why database connection is not available to start it. So you need to start it here. Yeah, definitely there is a command to recover it. So there is a command. Using this command, we can recover it. So here, recover the database or copy the database. So recovery, we can perform the recovery. Copy the database means using the other database back. So using the data, we can create the one more tenant also. We can create it. So we can initiate that. We can create it. That copy also possible from here. So full database backup only. Okay. Then they want to backup catalog from catalog. Yes. Location. What is the location here? Suppose we can take here /backup, right? /backup is our mount point. So here /backup, then determining this total a backup, which backup is there in that folder. It is checking that backup here. System is not offline. Then we have to stop the system here. Many ways. So all these experiences we can perform it. Okay. So no need to worry. All these experience we can perform it. So just you can perform all the experience, whatever you have. Just take a note what you are doing in the system. So backup, point in time recovery backup, up to point in time recovery, period of time backup. So all this backup you can use it. Okay. You can use it and you can get the experience. Let me check. So no suitable backups found here. So what is this? SystemDB. Oh, SystemDB we have not taken any backups. Tenant only we have taken the backup, right? SystemDB we have not taken any backups. So that's why no suitable backups found. 1 minute. Let me bring my charger. Yes, I think you can see this stopped status. So we can bring up the system and we can recover the tenant databases. So yeah, either anyways, multiple ways we can do. Okay. OS level, HANA cockpit level, studio level, commands. So we can use it and we can recover it. Okay. Got it. So any questions on the recovery part? So 3 types recovery. Normally people will use the HANA studio to recover it, or some people they will use the cockpit. So some people they will use the OS level commands. So it depends. So, but if anyone asks you, I performed using the HANA Studio or cockpit also you can tell, right? So these many ways you can do the restore activities, right? So this is the thing you can remember it. Any questions from anyone regarding the backup and recovery part?
Sir, this log means nothing but archive.
Yeah,
Right.
archive log files. In the Oracle, we have the Oracle log files. Here also, it's like a log backups and archive log files here. So if you want to recover the up to that point in time recovery and everything, log backups will be used here. So that log backups we can use it here to recover it. What is it's still in this? Okay, so you can check what's the running here. So still the tenant DB is stopped status HDB. You can just activate, go ahead and start the database. So you can start it from here also, we can start it, right? So this is the way we can do that one. All the services, manage the services. You can check the services status, all these things you can perform it. So that's why I am asking you to just go ahead and check the HANA Studio. So then you will get the experience here, what is running and what is not running and everything. So what and all the options we have, everything here, right? So any questions regarding the recovery? So if this is completed, so then we have the replication, HANA replication, that we can perform it, SAP HANA replication. Then I think upgrade we discussed, right? Someone asked like HANA 1.0 to HANA 2.0 conversion, means upgrade, that also we can perform it. So then what next? HANA replication, HANA this one, then system refresh, system refresh, then system copy, system refresh, system copy. Then what left we have? So backup restore, we discussed the system refresh. Yeah, replication means it will come high availability only. So HA setup, which means HA setup. While doing the HA setup, the replication modes will come. So this one, restore.
S4 installation.
S4.
Huh?
What is that?
S4 HANA application on HANA DB.
Yeah, that I think these guys already experienced, even except you, these guys they have already experience on the S4 HANA installations part. One day we discussed it, so that we will discuss. So again, if you want, we can also discuss the S4 HANA on HANA database. And one more topic we have SDA, I guess, right? DMO will not be covered here, database migration.
Java, you said.
Java, that is the separate class, Sandra, not be here. If you want, you can join the other classes, but not in this class, in this batch. Separate this batch, we have not discussed about any Java classes, right? In my content also, there is no Java. But I will inform when the Java class are starting, that time. So I will add you in that group so that you can also listen the Java classes. But 1 or 2 classes, I can take it out for the overview, Java overview.
Okay.
So these are the major things are pending. Okay. So I think HANA SDA also, HANA Smart Data Access, 6-7 steps are pending. So next week we can complete it. So these are the main important topics. So yeah, main important topics. These are the main important topics which we can complete it.
Sir, while taking backup, is HANA system will slow?
Yeah, system will be slow while taking the backup. Why? Because while the backup is running, it will use the more CPU and the more RAM size, so that it will be very slow.
Okay. Also same thing.
Yeah. And also one more thing here, configuration templates. So configuration templates, you can see this option. So in the configuration template means, what is this option means? You can create the one template. Suppose like parameter changes template, you can take the one template. So what are the changes you are going to do in the database level? So database level, what are the changes you are going to do? So that databases changes, suppose you are going to do some parameter changes or something in the systems, right? So that changes you can create it. So you can apply into the n number of databases at a time. At a time you can apply it. Suppose here if you have the more than 2 or 3 are there, we can add it. Yeah. Suppose you want to go the you are going to change the some max concurrency value to 20. Suppose you are going to change this value, right? You selected that value, right? You have selected that value, review, then you can create the template here. Just you created the template you created. Then you no need to suppose while changing the parameter, what you have to do in the HANA Studio, while changing the parameter, what you have to do, you have to go to the each and every hundreds of databases, then you need to open the hundreds of databases, go to the configuration tab, then go to the folder, then you need to change the parameter value, right? Every system you have to go to the hundreds of databases, you need to go to the hundreds of databases at a time, then select it. So then you can change it. This is a manual procedure. It may take time. Instead of that, just change in the one system, then apply to the databases. You have what are the database you are there. Suppose hundreds of database you have configured in the cockpit, all the database will come to the here, then select it, then apply the template. So then all the parameters, whatever the parameters you have selected, you are going to change it. All will be applied to the hundreds of databases. All will be applied to the hundreds of databases here. So this is the template configurations. So you can configure these templates. So it's a very interesting part here in the database. It's a very interesting part. Apply the templates here, right? So this is the parameter. So which means, so suppose, let me explain here example. So templates configuration, right? Suppose we have one database here. We have hundreds of databases here, right? So hundreds of databases, you need to change the parameters. 4, so 5, 6, 7. You have all the databases, you need to apply the parameters, right? So all the databases you need to, so these things, right? You created the one database, you can change it, then you can create the template. One template you can create it. In this template, so template means what are the changes you are going to implement it, that you can create as a template, you can apply it. Then same template you can apply into the hundreds of databases at a time. At a time you can apply it. At a time you can apply it. This is the one of the most important feature in the, you can apply it to the at a time. Within minutes you can apply to the all the databases. You can apply to the all the databases. You don't need to manually do anything. At a time you can apply to the all the databases. So that, so all the parameters simple, everything will be common in the entire landscape. So this is the template configuration in the HANA databases. So manage cockpit means adding the databases. Database explorer means that the explorer, the tables will come here. The explorer, everything will come to the here. So this is the one, right? So here means administration, the databases when you are adding, we are adding to the here, right? This is the one launchpad, which means SAP EWA reports and everything will come to the here. But here S user ID is required here. So dump, if any the errors in the system, in the dump file, we can view it, add the dump file here. Where is the dump file? You can add it to the here. Then you can review the dump file here. You can review it, what is causing the issue and everything, right? That activity we can perform it here in the dump viewer. So my links, we can add the other data, other systems, SAP system, other links into the systems here. Suppose example here, I added the SAP system. So SAP production system I added here. I added the production system here. So then you can here also from you can log into the here, right? So this is the way we can log into the system. I logged into the system. You don't need to connect to the SAP login pad also. Here you can connect it, right? So this is the way. Links, whatever the links you want to add it, you can add it. So this is about the HANA Studio, HANA backup and restore methods. Okay. So that's it for today. Tomorrow we'll discuss about the HANA replication, right? Important topic. Then followed by so HANA this one. Maybe these topics may be left. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe we'll discuss the HANA replication first. Then remaining topics will complete by next week, one by one. Okay, you please practice it. Any questions from anyone?